What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today's Friday, April 10th. Now today's dog video is going to be juicy because we're going to be discussing the next phase for dog, and that is the expansion phase. Now what is the expansion phase? Well, the expansion phase is what we've actually seen in multiple dog themed meme coins in its history, and we're seeing the exact same thing play out for dog Bitcoin. But also what I want to cover in this video is what supports that data. What causes an expansion phase? Well, it actually has some correlation to do with ISM model and also Bitcoin. We're going to look into that data in just a little bit. Also, what I want to share with you in this video is the long time holder count has actually reached a new all-time high. Dog being the most mentioned meme coin over the past 7 days. And also, I have been discreetly wallet tracking a specific wallet that's used multiple wallets to accumulate dog. Rather than selling it, it seems to be linked to a specific exchange. I have no idea what this is. I would love to hear your thoughts with the data I'm about to share with you. So let's begin by smashing that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X. Please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. Guys and girls, let's get right into it. Okay, so dog right now is around 68 million market cap. Again, nothing's really changed over the past 24 hours, even though we've seen Bitcoin actually do quite well. So it's kind of hovering between 71 to 72,000. In fact, this morning it hit 73,000. So it is up 9% over the past 7 days. Now, it is important that we need to see Bitcoin rally in order to see altcoins rally. So usually Bitcoin rallies much harder than any other altcoin and meme coin. Speaking of meme coins, let's look over to the meme coin sector. Now, most meme coins haven't really moved. Trump is down 3.98%, and we all can see that Dogecoin, Pepe, almost close to around maybe 1 to 2%. Pudgy Penguins almost close to 1%. SPX is up around 18% over the past 7 days, up 3.87% over the past 24 hours, along with Floki. Now, when we scroll over to where Bitcoin is down 5% over the past 7 days, almost down 1% over the past 24 hours. Now, I want to share with you something a little bit later on in the video because I'm sure you're wondering, why is the price of dog being suppressed so much? But before we get there, let's talk about how dog is actually dominating in terms of mentions on X. So over the past 7 days, believe it or not, dog has nearly doubled the amount of impressions and mentions compared to SPX. So as much as you're seeing SPX pump a lot, well, it's because there's a lot of market makers that can artificially pump a token. It may not be retail. I mean, just pay attention to retail on X. They're not really there as much as dog Bitcoin. Even Pengu can be inflated with its price by market makers, but look at the amount of mentions on X. It's not really that much at all. Now let's look at long-term holders within dog, because we just reached a new all-time high at 79%. Actually, as of this morning, this was 78.99%. So this is increasing. So when you saw that random dip that we saw on April 3rd during Operation Dog by Domination, this dropped to 78.4 to even 3%. And then all of a sudden we saw a surge within just like the past 6 days. Jumped up to 79%. And there's a reason for that. It's because there was mass accumulation. Now, I want to share with you this specific wallet that I've been paying attention to that I've not been sharing with anybody until today. Now, as you know, I'm a huge wallet tracker. I love wallet tracking. I love paying attention to wallet activity, especially whale activity. Now, I have been paying attention to this specific wallet recently. Now, this wallet specifically was tied into multiple wallets that were buying and accumulating dog. And when I looked into another wallet, which was connected to this, it led me to this wallet, which I noticed that all these funds were being transferred over to this specific wallet that currently owns 407,000 US dollars as of today, roughly 497 million tokens. Now, what I noticed is that this specific wallet was tied into multiple wallets that use over 60 wallets and then trace back to KuCoin, cold storage wallet. Now, who knows what this could be? But someone brought up in the comments, which I thought was really interesting, and maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But shout out to Robert. Robert says the perpetuals are shorting it so that they can stack cheap for spot listing. Now, what does this mean? If you don't know, KuCoin actually does have dog perpetuals. So dog, you can trade on futures or perpetuals on KuCoin, which is basically you're buying a derivative. You're not actually buying the actual token itself. So could this be true that the dog price and dog market cap has been suppressed for over the past 7 days, that we have seen dog underperform against these other meme coins out of nowhere? Why is this happening? Maybe this could be it. Maybe it's not just KuCoin. But if you think about it, centralized exchanges do have the power to keep the price of not just dog, but also Bitcoin down so that they can stack more dog and Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Because again, people are withdrawing Bitcoin, they're withdrawing dog, and how do they keep their balance sheet sustainable? Well, they need to find a way to have more of those assets on their exchange. This is why we tell people, not your keys, not your crypto, withdraw your stuff and assets to cold storage, because many of these exchanges need your crypto in order to keep their business sustainable. This is what happens with banks. Banks need your money in order for them to leverage your money to maybe buy houses or to buy other assets, giving you little rewards like 0.001%. But if you take your money out of the banks, take your money out of exchanges, this is what these banks and exchanges don't like. And so maybe this is what we're seeing, is that they're suppressing the price of dog to accumulate more dog, which is what we're seeing here. But I want to move on in terms of the next phase for dog, which is the expansion phase, which we're currently in right now. Now, what I want to focus on is the top 6 dog themed meme coins. Now, you know that dog is the lowest market cap. Again, strangely enough, has been suppressed in terms of its market cap and price. Now, why we pay attention to dog? Because as you've noticed, and we've talked about this before, every single dog themed meme coin that you see up above has hit over $1 to even $2 billion for the low tier dog themed meme coins, and over $10 to even $40 billion for the top tier dog themed meme coins. So the reason we pay attention to dog is because instead of investing your money into tier 2 or tier 1 meme coins, because they don't actually give you the best return on investments, to focus on dog the most is because it's the new narrative. It's going to be the next new dog themed meme coin to have its next parabola event. And this is what we call the expansion phase. And I'll share with you proof of why this actually has more upside than any of these other dog themed meme coins. And it's all about this image right here. So this is what we call the expansion phase. So what have you noticed about dog Bitcoin? Now, when you zoom in on dog Bitcoin, it may look like, oh my gosh, we're reaching all-time lows. It may feel like it may be the end of the world. Why is dog down so bad? Now, if you keep in mind the suppression in price, which could be due to centralized exchanges on purpose to accumulate more dog on their balance sheet, when you zoom out, what have you noticed about dog Bitcoin? It's all in blue. Now, the reason that blue color is really important is because we've seen it happen with Bonk, we saw it with Floki, we saw it with Shiba Inu, we saw it with Dogecoin. Now, every single time we see these dog themed meme coins, they're all in the blue. And the blue means that it's basically very undervalued. Now, when you look at the historical data, the reason what's great about dog is that you can compare it with other dog themed meme coins compared to any other meme coin that doesn't really have any track record to compare it to. Dog, Bitcoin, can compare itself to Bonk, Floki, Shiba Inu, Dogecoin. And every single time you look at the price of these dog themed meme coins, they always look like they may be either topped or bottom, but you actually haven't seen the price of that specific coin reach a parabola event. So if you look at where dog is actually following the exact same track record as every dog themed meme coins. And what happens to every single dog themed meme coin when it reaches into these blue price points? Well, guess what? It's followed by massive parabola and also multi-billion-dollar expansions, which leads us into the purple. Remember, I was here when I bought Bonk at around $9 million market cap, sold roughly around here at around $2 billion market cap. Again, Bonk kept going higher, but I was happy that I could have taken profit. So this was a lesson. I don't care about timing it perfectly. I took profit regardless, right? And you're seeing it happen with Floki, Shiba Inu, Dogecoin. Dog is following the exact same traction. It's on track to follow the exact same expansion as all the other dog themed meme coins. But let's also follow some other data. How can dog reach this expansion other than following these dog themed meme coins? We'll follow the ISM model. Okay, this is the Purchasing Managers Index. Every single time that we see an expansion of the ISM model, expansion is when basically this model or this line goes up above the 50 resistance level. That's expansion. Contraction is when we see things go down. So every single time that we see an expansion, such as the 2013 bull run for Bitcoin, the 2017 bull run for Bitcoin, and also the 2021 bull run for Bitcoin, well, guess what? We're seeing the exact same thing here for 2026, because right now we're possibly seeing another expansion phase. And it may not be perfect. I mean, this could replicate what we saw back over here and back over here, where we see a nice pullback. That could happen. It's very possible. But what I love about this is that regardless of that, we are now going to step into a next phase of expansion for Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin expands, that means Bitcoin's price is going to go upwards. And it's going to go upwards past its all-time high, which is 126. It's going to go up to 200,000 possibly. But also with dog Bitcoin, it's going to happen for the exact same thing. Because remember, with the expansion phase, dog Bitcoin looks like this when you zoom in. But as I mentioned before in the previous image, when you zoom out, it has not experienced the expansion phase. That's what's next up. And that's why you're seeing at this specific price point with dog, especially within the MACD is just continuing to show us that we're heading upwards. It happens every single time. It's trending upwards, and we saw it 3 times in the past. And right now, it looks like dog wants to experience the expansion phase for a dog to reach into the multi-billions of dollars, which is not unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen it happen before with dog-themed meme coins. So that's why we're seeing accumulation, not just with retail or whales, but most likely centralized exchanges suppressing the price because they need to buy it in order to get it at a cheaper price so that when they list it for spot trading, when they see the expansion phase for dog run up and rally, they want to have all the dog that they have on their exchange to support the trading volume that's going to happen and occur. And by the way, centralized exchanges have market makers. They can actually propel dog Bitcoin's price to head up. And they're seeing the data that I'm seeing, that it's the next new dog themed meme coin to rally because it's the #1 meme coin on Bitcoin. It's the only meme coin that has not rallied next to all these other dog themed meme coins. So guys and girls, you already know that I'm very bullish on dog Bitcoin. Everything that you're seeing within the suppression of price of dog is completely orchestrated, coordinated to making retail think that this is never going to go to the moon. But you guys and girls are so smart out there. That's why we see the long-term holder count growing at 79%. It's crazy. It's getting there to almost close to 80%, ladies and gentlemen. This is nutso. And you just saw how dog is tracking with the expansion phase next to other dog-themed meme coins. Dog is next. And you're seeing that possibly the wallets associated with KuCoin, again, it could be other exchanges that are doing this as well, suppressing the price of dog, accumulating dog on their balance sheet. And this is just something that I just cannot ignore. Dog is the most mentioned meme coin in the past 7 days. How can you ignore this data? This is something that many people don't have access to. To be ahead of the crowd, to be ahead of the 99%, you are the 1% that does their research. So with that said, I want you to always pay attention to dogs, start stacking it, beat these exchanges to it. Do not be fooled by the price or market manipulation of the dog suppression. So with that said, I hope you guys and girls have a wonderful weekend. I want to thank our sponsors, C2 Blockchain and Trucker Biff. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X to receive all of our off calls and updates regarding Dog and Moon. Until then, see you guys and girls next time.